Now, on the budget, there's been plenty said about how inflationary it may be, interest rates pressures, but we've got to also talk about housing. There hasn't been anything meaningful done in terms of housing. We've got new data today showing that the Property Council is saying the new home builds have plunged to a 10-year low. We're expecting 1.5 million migrants over the next, 5 years, I think? 900,000 over the next 2 years. Where are they going to live, Barnaby?
7,000 a week. And if you go into a town such as Scone, it's saying like every week we have to build the houses for the people who arrive in Australia, the schools, the hospitals, the police stations. They've all got to be there. And of course, Rita, if they're not living in regional areas, they're going to be living in Sydney. So look forward to them.
They'll be in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane.
Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane is where they're going to be, on the roads with you. And this is an absurdity that we think that as we lock up our forests because of the Greens don't want us to knock over any trees, which is the timber to build the houses, we make the power prices completely unaffordable, so we can't build the bricks and the cement. We bring in new laws to reduce emissions, which knocks our cement industry off. We're actually not making it easier to construct the houses. We're making it harder. And this sort of...
You didn't even mention the unions because they're having a field day. But also on energy, because it's housing is obviously a huge consideration, but you mentioned roads, hospitals, schools.
Police.
The grid, the energy grid. I mean, 900,000 new people with energy needs. Is our energy sector able to even cope with that?
No, and we see even now that Minister Penny Sharp, a Labor minister and in the New South Wales government, she wants to have emergency meetings about the power grid, and because they're worried about Araring closing. I drove past Liddell, they're demolishing it. It is
incredible that they would do that.
Insane. And that's 1.3 million people it would have provided power for. Now it's shut down. And you know, these people arrive, and how on earth? We're really struggling providing power for the people who are here. The power bills for Australians have gone through the roof. And Paul Broad did it so well the other day when he said about Snowy Hydro 2.0, the Archangel Gabriel of salvation for renewables. He said, in his own words, that it was bull manure.
Well, we've seen what happens in other countries that are further advanced down this road than we are, and it ain't pretty. And some of those countries have got the advantage of nuclear, which we've just seemed to have ruled out.